What is going on, everybody? Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well on this Tuesday. And we haven't made a video in almost a week now. I decided to take some time off because the Seahawks allowed me to, because there was really nothing going on. There wasn't a lot to talk about. And it's not the worst thing in the world to take an extended period of time away when the opportunity affords it, because there will not be very many opportunities like that over the course of a calendar year following a football team, right? This might be the only window you really get to take an extended step away from the team. This late June, early July window. So took a week or almost, but it's July now. We got to do our state of the channel. I like to do a state of the channel video at the start of every month. So we're going to talk about the month that was in June. We're going to talk about the month that we hope to have going forward in July. So let's talk about June first. It was a fairly uneventful month, but still, we did what we needed to do. June was, the first half was actually pretty good. The June 1st through about the 15th, we had OTAs, and then we had mini camps. And those two things gave us a lot to talk about. It was our first look at some of these players, at least in a more serious context, right? Because rookie minicamp, you don't get a lot to go on with rookie minicamp. It's very, very thin. So OTAs and minicamps were great. Gave us plenty of stuff to sink our teeth into and at least think about. We had the Michael Dixon extension. That gave us at least something to think about. Not that there's much there, because everybody loves Michael Dixon. Nobody's mad about that. There's nothing to discuss there. He's one of the best punters in the game. He deserves to get paid like the best punter in the game, and he is. And he was before, and now he is. So there's not much to say there, but that happened. So first half of the month or so, pretty fruitful. Pretty good. Made plenty of videos, had plenty of things to talk about. People were happy. Things were going good. And then the second half of the month hit. We got to the second half of June, and it's not surprising, right? It's not surprising. We talked about this several times. The dead part of the offseason hit. That window between OTAs, or excuse me, it would be a mini camp, and the actual training camp, where there's really not much going on unless your team is going to be active. And the Seahawks did make one move in the second half of the month. They signed Shaq Griffin, and hey, very relevant signing. That one matters. But other than that, not much. So we found a few topics to discuss. We went over some rumors. We went over some potentially interesting topics. We speculated on things like extensions for young players. But we didn't really have much to go on. And most teams don't, right? Like maybe the Steelers had a little bit more going on than us because they made the Jalen Ramsey trade and they had some of the controversy going on with Aaron Rodgers. But you don't really want to have a lot going on during this part of the calendar, right? If you do, it's probably drama stuff that you don't want to be dealing with. But yeah, there was not much going on in the second half of the month. And I decided, you know what, let's just take a week. Let's take a week to step back and try to basically feel things out into July. And now we're here. Now we're here in July. And look, June was still a successful month. Over 100,000 views on the channel in the month, which that doesn't sound like a lot. And certainly there are months where this channel gets a lot more. But in a month like that, it's still great. I'm still very appreciative of that. So thank you to everybody who watched my videos in June. Thank you to everybody who clicked the thumbs up on any of my videos. Thank you to anybody who subscribed. We picked up about 50 subscribers in the month of June, which again, doesn't sound like a lot, but when there's not much going on, I appreciate anything that can at least give us something to talk about a little bit that might get the attention of even a few people. So thank you to everybody who subscribed during the month of June. We are less than 200 subscribers away from 20,000. We might get there before the preseason starts. We'll definitely get there before the regular season starts, I think. So thank you to everybody who made that possible. I appreciate that. And I'm looking forward to the milestone. So that's really all there is to say about June. The first half of the month was very active. Second half, we kind of had to make our own interesting discussion topics, right? We talked about the edge rusher rotation. We talked about trade possibilities. We talked about Milroe's future or imminent future on the Seahawks. We talked about extending young players. We talked about ownership. But at a certain point, I was like, yeah, I don't think there's much more I can get into. Maybe I could have forced it a little bit. I could have done some more PFF videos, but I figured, you know what, that stuff's not going anywhere. So now we're in July, and I've taken that time off, and hopefully, my hope is that, and I don't know how realistic this is, I'm going to try to upload one video a day. And once we get into the late part of July, that will be pretty easy. We are going to get training camp. We are going to get the real deal in terms of prepping for the season. Because remember, the preseason starts in August, so relatively early in August. So when we get to late July, it's right there. So once we get there, there's going to be plenty of stuff going on to talk about. But the lead up to that is pretty thin. If you look at the schedule, on the 15th, rookies report to the VMAC. On the 22nd, veterans report to the VMAC. So my plan is, my goal is to try to upload one video a day before then. And then once we get to the actual training camp, and who knows if we'll have anything going on at the VMAC that can really be discussed from the 15th through the 22nd when only the rookies are there. Maybe, maybe not. But I do have a series planned. I do have a video series planned to get us through July. It's a series that I've done in previous years. I did it, I think, the last 2 years. And I'm going to do it again this year. So if you've been on the channel for a few years, you know what's coming. Should be starting that tomorrow. And that's going to be quite a few videos lined up. And maybe something else will happen. Maybe we'll get some resolution on a Charles Cross extension, or a Boye Mafe extension, or an Abe Lucas extension, or something. And if that happens, then great. But yeah, it's going to be getting to that training camp in the later portion of the month that is going to be tricky. But we're going to try to get there. So that is the July we hope to have. Again, I understand that it's still the off season, and for most people, it is still the slow part of the off season. And I mean, it is like not just for some people, it is for pretty much everybody. But I got some prediction videos coming up. We'll have some fun with it. We'll figure out a way to discuss this team in a way that is at least somewhat new. And then we're not that far away, people. Like, think about it. The preseason is what? Technically, it's like 5 weeks away, right? Now, I think the Seahawks are a little further away than that, but football, not meaningful football, but NFL football is really right around the corner. So, pretty exciting. Definitely ready to go there. But July is going to be, I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. Thank you to everybody who's here. Thank you to everybody who's hanging around during this slow part of the off season. I know that a lot of people tune out during this time, and I can't blame them. I mean, I tuned out myself for about well, I didn't tune out, but I did not post videos for a few days. So here we go. That's really about all I can say. I think the goal should be like 19,900 subscribers by the end of the month. That would be great. I don't know if it's realistic, honestly, because there's just isn't going to be a ton going on until the very end, but we can aim for it anyway. So if you're watching this video, you like the content, but you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Twitch, there isn't really a lot to talk about over there on Twitch either. The only thing of real note, because I'm still doing Minecraft, because I'm still into my world, I'm still having fun with Minecraft. I am playing a lot of it off stream, to be perfectly honest, as well, because I was doing stuff that I can't really do on stream because it's too slow. It's just too much minutia. But I did 3 streams of Power Wash Simulator, which officially ended the playthrough. That game is completely done. because they're done doing updates, they're done doing DLC. It's over. So Power Wash Simulator's done. They're going to release a sequel, I think later this year or next year, and then we'll see how they updated the game. But Power Wash is now over. We did our final 3 Power Wash Simulator streams last month, and we also, this took like 20 minutes. We did the demo of Amanda the Adventurer 3, so that was cool. Excited for that game coming out probably in October. We'll play it probably day 1. July, probably more of the same. I'm not done with my Minecraft world yet, but again, there's other stuff I need to get to. I want to finish stuff like Lost Judgment before Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta comes out. I want to get to Expedition 33. I tried Doom the Dark Ages, but it doesn't run on my PC. Well, it runs, but it makes my computer too hot. Whatever. Little too old now. This thing, 4.5 years old now, doesn't run everything anymore. It was fun while it lasted, but hoping to get another 4 years out of it approximately. It is what it is. But yeah, that's really about all I can say. One quick note at the end of the video here. I know this isn't going to be for everybody, but I am posting a lot more on Letterboxd lately. I have put quite a few reviews up, some newer films, some older films, just random stuff that I watch sometimes. But I'm also reposting those reviews to X. So should be getting a little bit more attention over there as well. So if you like films and you want to read my reviews of stuff, I'm posting it to Letterboxd. Look in the video description if you want to see my Letterboxd link. And that's really about it. So thank you for a good month of June, and hopefully we have a good month of July. And again, I'm not going to pretend like a bunch of stuff is going to happen in July, because it probably won't, but we're still going to make the best of it. All right. Everyone have a good day. Go Hawks. And we're not too far away, guys. We're not too far away.